My name is Solis. I am Executive Vice President here at ACP. I started with ACP about 11 years ago. Started as a estimator project manager. I was kind of already versed in the EDGE estimating program. I've been working with the EDGE estimating program for about 16 years now. The company is Acoustic Ceiling and Partition. We specialize in metal studs, drywall, acoustic ceilings, cold form metal framing, insulation. We needed a gap to bridge the gap between our accounting software and our estimating software, and it just seemed to be a good fit because now we can get this into the hands of our foremen and they can actually see the drawings and see what the takeoff is. So it does bridge that gap, and it can track the productions of what the guys are doing in the field. They can track it on the iPad, and we can add our time through Plexus, our accounting software, to see exactly where we are on the projects. So if there's something that's possibly missed on the estimate when they get out on the job site, if it's not showing up, they're like, hey, looks like we're going to have an issue here. So they can see those issues ahead of time and really capture the production rates that we are expecting and what we're wanting. So yeah, I mean, we have production tracking as far as what we expect our guys to get. Unfortunately, it's hard to do that without any software or anything to bridge that gap until it's too late. So you wouldn't know where you're at framing until you're done framing. Then you look at your hours. Now you're out of hours. You use too many hours. And then by the time you find that, okay, now the framing's done. Well, we've already started the hanging. Yeah. We've already started the next process. So how is that going to continue, that landslide downhill if you're not able to track it prior to getting in trouble? I think one of the areas that we did find was on one of the projects. We were going over it, one of our superintendents with a foreman, after he had looked at the plans and everything, saw the estimate or the edge on site, and realized, yeah, that there was some top outs that were missed above some CMU walls. And that was a moment, I think, that it was like, man, this tool is going to be, very helpful because we can find, again, these issues prior to it becoming a problem. So, we can address it at that point in time. And I think that was a good move to help our superintendents and foremen, see the value in it. Right now, the process that we're doing is we want it in weekly. We want it in by Friday, so that way when we run payroll on Monday, Tuesday, we can put those hours in. That way we can know exactly where we're at to be able to track it and use it the way that it needs to be used. It was pretty seamless as far as, getting it going from one software to another, because I think that's an issue that we have too, is there's a lot of softwares out there, and there's new ones coming out all the time. So it's almost overwhelming. So if you can get something that can work well with another portion of it, which we've been using the estimating, so why not, add this on? Because it integrates so well, it's like another, just another portion of it. But before, I mean, we would just kind of go through and not really pay so much attention, I guess, to the cost coding and the different account codes set up within the edge and how to, I guess, track, because that's what it was. It was our estimating program. So most of the time we take our hours, this is what you have. Well, with this, what we're able to do is we can go through our different account codes, and we can go through the estimate and break everything down per job tasks. With those job tasks, then we can categorize them by each of those areas that can help us be able to track things more precise than just, hey, you have, this many hours to frame. Well, that framing number that we used to use, now we can track it as far as that, well, this is our layout. We have this many hours for layout, and you can see it on your display with Edge on Site. And you have your top track, you have your framing, you have your hanging. So it kind of really shows those different portions of it, and you can see where you're at in each stage. So it's actually helped our field by identifying where we have work instead of them looking through, you know, multiple pages of drawings. They can go to this one page in this one area and see, oh, well, we have, you know, 100 foot of wall in this area. This one we have 30 feet of wall, instead of looking at, you know, all the different wall types and really going through, combing through all the drawings to find where they have the work. It's highlighted for them so they know where they need to spend their time, to see where they're at as far as, you know, their productions, where things are you know, trending. If they're going to be in trouble, if they're not, then you can kind of look at it and say, hey, you know, if you keep this up, you're gonna blow over on your hours. What can we do to, you know, help to stop, you know, this from happening or whatever? So whether it's taking guys off the job, or, you know, replacing it with different guys. So yeah, that's definitely a tool that I know it's helping us in the field. Well, I mean, you can, yeah, like get better percentage completes. Because the other way that we were doing it is, yeah, the superintendent would come in, meet with the project manager. Okay, where are you at for your layout? What percentage are you done? You know, so now you're looking at, they're trying to quantify footage into percentages on one of their multiple jobs that you know that they're doing weekly, and it's hard to keep all that straight and actually be close on your percentages. So by actually having it a drawing, showing it, putting your completions there, it's a lot easier than coming to the office trying to, you know, remember where you were at on that one specific job on this one task. So yeah, it makes it a lot easier and more accurate for your percentage completes. So we take the data, we're going from our accounting system and adding the time in to Edge on Site, because there's different, you have the, you know, your production rate, you have your actual hours used, and then you know, your remaining hours. So the field guys will put their information in, but their information is not good until we get it from the accounting side put in to see where things are actually at. So we've estimated a job, we've, you know, secured a contract on it. So now what we're doing is, from our previous data, we're going back through, making some adjustments on our actually production rates to see if we can make a few adjustments from what we've noticed, where our trends are. You know, we're doing really good on our framing, but our drywall hanging, we're lacking. So what we can do is we can go in and adjust. Okay, we'll take some hours away from our framing. Let's put them into our hanging to give our guys a better shot at hitting the productions that you know that we have set for them. So yeah, I think just from the little bit of data that we have gained without completing any projects, we can still kind of see where the trends are going, how we can better our estimates to get them even more accurate on our end.